Once upon a time, in a cozy little village tucked away among towering mountains, there lived a 24-year-old guy named Marco who was always on edge. His head was constantly buzzing with a whirlwind of jumbled thoughts. Painful memories from the past kept crashing in, leaving him stuck in regret, while fuzzy fears about the future chipped away at his spirit. It all left him drained, down in the dumps, tossing and turning through sleepless nights. And hell, he even forgot how to crack a genuine grin. Marco's mind was like a non-stop storm, ripping away any chance at real calm. He couldn't zero in on his work, couldn't savor those simple moments with his family. Life felt like a heavy load, pushing him to hunt for some kind of break. One lazy afternoon, word got around about this wise old-timer up in the hills. The guy had been a big-shot psychologist back in the bustling city, helping tons of folks rediscover their inner peace. Now, in his later years, he'd ditched the rat race for a quiet spot close to nature, doling out advice now and then to lost souls who showed up. A spark of hope flickered in Marco's chest. He made up his mind to hit the road, no matter how long and rough the trek. After days of pushing through deep streams and thick woods, he finally rolled up to a humble little cabin draped in lush green moss. Out on the porch, the old man sat in quiet meditation, eyes shut tight, radiating a peace that money couldn't buy. Marco dropped to his knees, voice shaky. "Sir, my head's a total mess. I can't shut off the thoughts. Please show me the way to some real calm." The old man cracked a gentle smile and led him out to the backyard. He filled a clear glass to the brim with cool, sparkling water. Just one little jiggle and it'd slosh over. "Take this glass," he said, "and walk it to the edge of the village, then back here, but don't you dare spill a single drop." Marco blinked in surprise but nodded, gripping the glass tight and setting off. Marco clutched that glass like it was his lifeline, the chill seeping from the smooth surface right into his fingertips, a subtle reminder of how fragile peace could be. The water brimmed right to the edge, shimmering in the fading afternoon sun. One stray breeze or wobbly step and it'd all spill out, washing away his effort in a heartbeat. He drew in a deep breath, steadying his rhythm, then started walking, slow and deliberate, like a monk on a sacred path to enlightenment. Every step was its own little battle, a crash course in control, in letting go of the invisible weights dragging him down. The village path twisted narrow and tight, flanked by weathered thatch roof shacks huddled under ancient trees. Life here hummed like a chaotic symphony. Kids darting around, their belly laughs echoing as they chased a beat-up old soccer ball, tumbling through the dust. Scruffy stray dogs barked like crazy from behind bamboo fences, nipping at the heels of this unfamiliar stranger with a mix of curiosity and suspicion. Ladies perched by the roadside hawked fresh-picked veggies from their gardens. "Got fresh greens here, ripe tomatoes nice and red," their calls ringing out sharp and lively, mingling with the earthy scent of soil still damp from a quick shower. Horse-drawn carts clattered by, hauling bundles of dry firewood that creaked and snapped. Sparrows chirped wildly from the branches, hopping around like offbeat notes in the tune. The air buzzed with raw energy, the messy buzz of everyday village life where sounds and motion wove into a vivid, living tapestry. But to Marco, it was all just empty space. He didn't hear a thing, didn't catch a glimpse. His eyes locked dead on the water's surface in the glass, tracking every tiny ripple, every lazy bubble rising up. Each step was mapped out precise, heel down first, then toe lifting soft, body tilting just so to stay balanced. His heart thumped in steady time, not too fast, not too slow, just syncing up with the flow of right now. The past, with its gut-punch regrets over old screw-ups, didn't come rushing back to chew him up. The future, loaded with all those hazy what-ifs for tomorrow, didn't loom to trip him up. Just the glass, just the path underfoot, just this moment, pure, unclouded. Folks in the village passed by, shooting him curious glances, laced with a touch of respect. An old-timer with a cane paused, chuckling, "Young fella, you're onto something big there." But Marco didn't reply, didn't look up. He kept on, weaving through sharp bends, splashing past rain puddles, ignoring the kids' whoops and the dogs' howls. Sweat beaded on his forehead, but inside, he felt weirdly light, like the mental clutter was evaporating with every stride. The village edge came into view, a simple bamboo fence overlooking a lush green valley. Then he turned back, retracing the route, still steady, still locked in. When Marco got back to the old man, the glass was untouched. Not a drop lost to the dusty trail. His face lit up, breath coming even and easy, like some unseen burden had just evaporated. "Sir, I did it, not a single spill," he burst out, voice buzzing with excitement and a dash of awe. The old man nodded slow, eyes twinkling with quiet pride. His kindly grin cut through the shade like sunlight filtering through leaves, chasing off the shadows in the young man's heart. "Well done, Marco, but tell me this. On the way, did you spot those kids roughhousing by the road? Little guys with their worn-out bawl, laughter ringing out like bells? Or hear the mutts yapping up a storm, chasing your shadow? The vendors calling out their wares, that fresh, rain-soaked earth hanging in the air?" Marco froze, shaking his head hard, eyes wide with confusion. "No, sir, I didn't see a damn thing, didn't hear squat. All I could think about was this glass, keeping it from sloshing, from overflowing. Everything else, it just faded away." The old man rested a weathered, warm hand on his shoulder, voice low and soothing like a mountain breeze, whispering secrets. "That's it exactly, son. That's the trick, the one you've carried inside since you were knee-high, but never quite spotted. When your mind anchors right here in the now, in this beat, there's no room for fear to sneak in, no space for the chaos to take hold. The past, just ghosts of what's gone. The future, smoke and mirrors that ain't real yet. They don't live here, not in the footfall you're making, not in the breath you're drawing. Peace ain't some treasure hunt to the ends of the earth, slogging through miles of hardship. It's already tucked inside you, waiting for you to unlock the door. Like that glass, brimming full, but it only stays put when you're all in. Clear out your head, Marco. Don't let the extra noise crowd that sacred space. Live this moment full out, and you'll feel your heart stretch wide as the sky after a storm clears. The old man's words sank into Marco's soul like cool stream water rinsing off trail dust. He bowed his head, tears tracing down his cheeks, not from sorrow but from that sudden dawn of understanding, bright as the first light of day. "I get it now, sir. For true peace, I gotta keep my head right here in the present. No past, no future, just now." The old man smiled one last time, eyes gleaming with fatherly warmth. The sun dipped behind the peaks, painting the valley in fiery reds, birds chattering their way to roost, a breeze carrying the faint perfume of wildflowers. Marco rose, feeling unburdened. The trip home wasn't a grind anymore. Every step was a gentle nudge. He wasn't that fidgety kid with a scrambled brain any longer. From here on, he knew how to empty out his mind, embracing calm like an old pal. And as night fell soft over the land, Marco made it back to his village, but he was a changed man. Life rolled on the same, jobs, family, daily hassles, but now he grinned more, slept like a rock. That simple hack spread like wildfire, firing up his buddies and neighbors. Give it a shot just for today, you'll feel the shift.